welcome to The Newsworthy. All the day's news in less than 10 minutes. Fast, fair, fun, and on the go. Thanks so much for listening today. We are talking about everything from Puerto Rico and Catalonia to American Idol and the White House turning pink. Plus much more, all in less than 10 minutes. I'm Erica Mandy. Today is Monday, October 2nd. You ready? Let's do this. We start today, unfortunately, with a shooting at a Las Vegas casino. Here's what I know as of early Monday morning. The shooting happened at Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino on the Strip. Las Vegas police said one shooter is down. Reuters and CNN are reporting at least 2 people dead and dozens hurt. Those numbers, though, will likely change throughout the day. Witnesses say the shooting may have happened up in the hotel tower, and a country music festival was happening just outside called Route 91 Harvest. The music stopped and everyone ducked. A lot more details will be coming out throughout the day, and of course, I will have all the updates for you tomorrow. President Trump plans to go to Puerto Rico tomorrow and take a look at the damage from Hurricane Maria. The New York Times says Puerto Rico is still dealing with power outages, and supplies like gas, food, and water are still running low. But some of the president's trip could get a little awkward. Things got heated over the weekend between a couple of the leaders. First, someone with the Trump administration said Puerto Rico is a good news story in terms of helping and reaching people. The mayor of San Juan, though, didn't like that. She went on TV saying people are dying. She said there's too much red tape, the federal response has been too slow, and they need more help. But President Trump fired back. He took to Twitter saying that mayor has poor leadership skills. He said federal workers are on it, that they have things under control and are doing great work. The president was at a golf resort in New Jersey, where he then dedicated the trophy at the President's Cup to those impacted by the recent hurricanes. By the way, Tesla, the electric car company, is helping out with the whole power thing in Puerto Rico. Bloomberg says Tesla is sending hundreds of its Powerwall battery systems to the island. These will help because they can be paired with solar panels and get the lights back on. Tom Price is out of a job. Time reports he resigned Friday under pressure. Remember, he's the guy that was the U.S. Health Secretary, and then he faced a bunch of backlash for expensive travel. In other words, he took private jets for government business, then said, "On you, taxpayers." Some reports even say his travel may have cost up to $1 million. Some people didn't like that, and apparently either did the president. Price tried to say sorry and even wrote a personal check for some of the cost, but that wasn't enough to save his job. So what now? The Washington Post says the president wants the Assistant Secretary for Health and Human Services to take over. His name? Don J. Wright. Today is the day Facebook will give lawmakers what they want. TechCrunch says Facebook will be handing over thousands of ads bought by Russian groups that may have spread fake info to influence the presidential election last year. For now, it doesn't sound like the details will be public for you and me to see, though. Remember, hundreds of fake Facebook accounts were used to buy ads, and those accounts now are all shut down, but it's part of that bigger investigation into Russia and the election. The White House looked more like the Pink House last night. Yeah, the color pink. Why? Well, it's the start of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so pink lights lit it up. First Lady Melania Trump posted a picture of it on Twitter and encouraged women to get their mammograms. All right, here's what's happening around the world. People in Catalonia really want to break up with Spain. They voted Sunday and said a big yes please to independence. But there's one small problem. Spain's government doesn't like it at all and says the whole thing is illegal. The BBC says national police even got violent and started taking ballot boxes and using rubber bullets to stop voters. Hundreds of people were apparently hurt. But the vote still happened. TBD on how this plays out now. All right, so weather and mechanical problems are usually the reasons our flights get canceled, right? What about bankruptcy? Yeah, the BBC says Monarch Airlines suddenly went bankrupt and the airline just canceled all of its flights to and from the UK. #fail. More than 110,000 people with flights in the next 2 weeks are like, so how do I get back? The UK government says they're working on it. They'll send replacement flights to help, and they call it the biggest UK airline failure ever. Gay couples in Germany are now saying, "I do." The Guardian says same-sex marriage became legal on Sunday. Germany did allow civil unions before, but now gay and straight marriages are legally equal. The German Chancellor Angela Merkel voted against same-sex marriage, but the new law still passed. He's the first non-white leader of a major political party in Canada. The Wall Street Journal says the new Democratic Party there elected Jagmeet Singh, who is Sikh. All right, other things people may be talking about today. O.J. Simpson is now a free man. He got out of prison yesterday. He'll now have up to 5 years of parole supervision. We all remember he was found not guilty of murder back in the 90s, but he ended up spending 9 years in prison for an armed robbery in Las Vegas. The LA Times says prison officials then tricked the media on purpose about the timing and location of his release. They were apparently worried about Simpson's safety if crowds were waiting for him, or if there was a chase to find out where he would be next. Instead, the public doesn't seem to know where he's hanging out now. Did you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm last night? It's back with season 9. But get this, the filming of this show back in 2003 apparently helped a man accused of murder prove his innocence. Yeah, and this guy's whole story is now part of a new Netflix documentary called Long Shot. But long story short, the raw video from the show helped an accused murderer prove he was at a baseball game, an LA Dodgers game, and not at the scene of the shooting. Kelly Clarkson, Jennifer Hudson, Carrie Underwood, they all got famous from American Idol. And now 2 new judges are joining the show. It may not be who you expect, too. Variety reports Lionel Richie is one of them. For anyone saying, huh? Just know it's Nicole Richie's dad. Country singer Luke Bryan is the other newbie. They join Katy Perry as judges. She, by the way, is reportedly making $25 million for just 1 season. And that's it. You were all caught up from the weekend. As always, you can dig deeper into any of the stories I talked about by checking out today's show notes on thenewsworthy.com. You can also sign up for email updates there or find me on Instagram. I'm at the NW Podcast, and then just say hello. Thanks so much for listening and for subscribing. We will chat again tomorrow. Until then, have a great day.